So what's up, you guys? So I got the MKS up here on the driveway. Today's the day that they're supposed to come get it, supposedly. Somebody texted me or called me about an hour ago that they're supposed to come get it around 6. I think it's around 4 o'clock right now, or a little bit past 4. It may be even 3 something, I don't know. But they're supposed to come get it around 6. So I'm going to wait for them to come get it. I pulled it up here so that way I could spray it off, get all the dirt and shit from where it was sitting under the tree behind my house. Just because I got it out of the driveway so that it's not in the way. Because I like to park in 2 different spots occasionally. Sometimes I'll park over there under the tree where y'all seen me make videos before. And then sometimes I'll park right there, which is where the Jeep is right now. But yeah, they're coming to get it today. And I wanted it to look, like I actually gave a shit about it. Because I'm sure if I would have left it all dirty and disgusting like it was, they probably would have said something like, oh, well, you're not really taking care of the vehicle. So, yeah, it's a good thing we're taking it from you. Or, well, they're not taking it from me. I'm willingly giving it back. But, no, we're not doing that. So, I went ahead and saved myself the argument and the trouble. Because a lot of people don't seem to understand that when you're having a vehicle repossessed, whether it's willingly or unwillingly, especially if it's unwillingly, if you don't give keys to the people that are repossessing the vehicle, they have to pay to get the keys made, and then they charge you for that as well. Any damages that happen to the vehicle, you have to pay for. So it'll make life a lot easier for me if I just go ahead and obviously make it look like I gave a shit about the vehicle, which I did at one point, but I don't anymore. So I really don't give a fuck what happens to it now. It could fall off their tow truck when they leave, and that's their problem, not mine. Once it leaves this driveway and they've taken possession of it, it's their problem, not mine. But I just rinsed it off. I didn't do nothing special. I just used garden hose. I'm not getting my pressure washer out to do all that. I'm not going to spit shine it. I don't care that much about it. Don't have the tag on it anymore. Doesn't have registration on it. Doesn't have insurance. None of that stuff. So it's ready to roll. When they get here, I'll say, here you go. Here's the keys. If you ain't got no questions for me, I'm going back in the house. That's it. It'll be a quick, maybe 5-minute conversation, or 5-minute, I can't think of the word, 5-minute interaction, and that's it. And, I try to be transparent when I make these videos. I don't try to hide a lot of things. I don't try to be all, oh, well, no, I don't think people need to know. I don't care. I'll tell you what I need to tell you. Yeah, I'm getting the car repossessed. I'm willingly giving it back. I'm not going and saying, oh, well, I couldn't afford it and I'm late on payments. No, it's not like that. I'm giving the car back because I don't want it anymore. I'm not going to keep paying on a car that I don't want. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to come real quick and say, oh, well, you still got to pay for it because they're going to sell it, blah, blah. No, I don't have to pay for shit. I already know how this is going to go. I know what they're going to do. And, of course, right on cue, there's a fucking train. They're going to go sell it at an auction, and then they're going to try to come back to me and say, all right, well, this is what you owe, and then we'll handle that when it gets to it. I think credit is stupid. I think credit is a scam. I really don't care about credit anymore. Because how is it that a nation that's trillions of dollars in debt and stays trillions of dollars in debt has the authority to tell me what I'm able to buy and what I have the buying power to get, like what I'm able to get? That doesn't make any sense, and I think that's fucked up. Because credit is stupid. Because I can go and make payments on this on time every month, which I have on time every month for the amount that I owe on the car. I can make payments on it to the end of the loan, and my credit score won't change at all. It may go up 1 or 2 points, and like when it gets paid off, or if it gets paid off early, it may even go down if I pay it off early. That's the stupid part. It could go up a couple of points, it could go down a couple of points, but the second that I make a late payment on this car, the second that I'm like a couple of days late or like a week late, my credit score will drop almost 10 to 15 points. It's stupid. Same thing with credit cards. You make missed payments on those, you make late payments on those, or you go and pay them off. It doesn't make a difference. You can make late payment and all of a sudden, bam, it affects it instantly. But you actually try to do good and it don't show at all. So it's a losing battle. I don't really care about credit anymore. I'm 28. I've got more than enough time to try to fix my credit if I really give a shit about it later on in life. I just don't care anymore. So they don't teach you about credit in school. They don't teach you about anything like that you need to know in school. So I don't care. I really don't give a shit anymore. That's why I'm letting this go back, and I'm not upset about it. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. And the blue charger that I'm supposed to have on my channel, I haven't forgotten about it. I'm not, you know, nothing like that. It's just I have to find time where it'll work for me and him. We both work the same place. We work the same shift, but we have different off days. And I know he's not going to want to sit here and wait for me to make a video when he'd rather go home and sleep. I can understand that. I wouldn't either. The video that I make on his car probably won't be 30 minutes long, but you never know. But yeah, and he don't want to be in it, I'm sure, and I don't have no problem with that. I don't put my face in every video I make. I don't put my real name out there. I don't put my address. I don't put I put what state I live in, but I don't put any of that stuff. So anyway, and I'll get on to what I have to do, what I want to do on the Jeep. So on the Jeep, when the time comes, there are some things I want to do to it. My vehicle does not have the active or the air suspension that these are known to have. So I do want to lower it, and a lot of the air suspension guys will buy different size links that are like a couple inches shorter, and you can put those on and it'll actually lower the car. I don't have that, so what I have to do is I have to put lowering springs on it. This does have independent suspension all the way around, so it has 4 struts, so I'd have to take each strut off, take them apart, put the new spring on, put them back together, and then put them in the car. And I do want to do that, but it's going to be a little while before I can do that. And I don't want to lower it while it still has the factory wheels on it, because that'll just look stupid in my opinion. So I'll probably lower it and do all that while when I have new wheels and tires to put on it, whenever that happens. Not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, may not even happen this year. But other than that, that's, there's some other things I want to do. Like I want to replace the headlights because they suck. I can't see jack shit with them. Fog lights, they suck too. And the tail lights, they don't suck. It's just they're not LED. I don't understand what it is with manufacturers. They go and they'll put LED on one part of the vehicle, but won't make the rest LED. Like the third brake light's LED. That's a given. That's almost LED on every vehicle I've ever seen. Especially SUV and cars. Trucks, not so much. They're usually just regular halogen bulbs like mine, like my tail lights are. But the LED, the license plate lights are LED for some reason. I don't know if those are factory or if the last owner put those in. I have a feeling those are factory, and like I said, that doesn't make any sense. But the tail lights, the reverse lights, all that stuff, they're all regular halogen bulbs. So I probably won't even bother with the tail lights. The reverse lights I'll probably change to LED, but I want to replace them with a full LED assembly. And those are about, I think, $500 to $600 for the set. And the headlights I want to replace with some Morimotos. Now, I don't know anything about Morimoto like that. I've never owned anything that they had as far as headlights. Like I bought the tag lights that they made for the Yukons and the Tahoes and stuff, and I liked them. They were extremely bright and they looked good, but I've never bought any kind of headlights from them. And they make a set for these. I've seen what they look like on a white one like mine, and I like the way they look. They are full LED. They're a 3 projector assembly, so they have 3 different projectors in the assembly itself. But they are $1,300, so they're definitely not cheap. But I have read reviews that their build quality is kind of horrible. I was looking at those when I bought headlights for the Ram, because I was depending on buying those or stuff from Alpha Rex, which obviously I had the Alpha Rex. But the reason why I didn't go with Morimoto is because the headlights that I've seen that they were making, a lot of people were having trouble with them leaking, and they would melt. The inside of the lens would get hot, and it would be so reflective or reflect to a certain spot where it actually melt the inside of the lens. And I don't like that. If I'm paying $1,300, $1,400 or whatever for a set of headlights, I better not have any issues out of them, period. Especially not getting water in them. That's the biggest problem. So yeah. But so I want to replace those, and then I can make some money back with the headlights and taillights and stuff, because I can sell the ones that I have, because the factory headlights look perfect. The tail lights are in perfect condition. The fog lights are in perfect condition. So all that stuff I can resell, because I don't need any of it once I have the new stuff. Most of the time I just throw the old stuff away, because like on the Ram, those headlights were starting to get oxidized. They're starting to turn yellow. they got water and condensation in them, so they had to go anyways. But like these, they're nice and clear. They look perfect. I can resell those, sell the tail lights, sell the fog lights, all that stuff. But like with the suspension, with the springs, I'll probably keep the springs, the factory springs, just in case if for some reason I want to sell it or trade it in. A lot of people aren't going to want to buy a lowered vehicle like this, especially a sport utility, because a lot of people just don't want that, or they think, oh, well, you can't use it as a sport utility vehicle after that, and that's not really true. You can still use it, but I'll revert it back to stock and sell the old springs or sell the lowered springs, whatever, if I plan to do that, but we'll see. But that's just some of the stuff I have that I want to do. I obviously want to get the rear windows tinted because they've already got the factory tint, but I want to put 5% on top of the factory tint. That's perfectly legal here in Georgia. The rear of the vehicle can be as dark as I want it to be. It's just the front two windows and the windshield are the ones that I have to be careful with. So, but anyway, I do have some Husky Liner floor mats coming for it. They're the same ones I had in the MKS, the same ones I had in the Ram, same ones I've had in a bunch of other vehicles. Never had a problem. So I ordered those, but they're going to be for the front and the rear. I didn't order one for the cargo area yet because I don't necessarily need it right now. So I'm not worried too much about having that. But I also have the engine cover off because I'm going to repaint the engine cover. I'm going to paint it just to match. Nothing fancy. Just going to paint it white. I'll probably leave the V6 logo on the top. I'll leave it black, so I'll tape it off. So that way it at least sticks out and it's not all completely white. So, but yeah, that's just what's going on with it. That's what I'm going to do to it. Obviously, it's going to take some time. And as I learn more about these, I will inform everybody as much as I can about them. So, yeah, because I don't know a whole lot about Jeeps in general. I definitely don't know a lot about this platform. I know a little bit about the engine and the transmission, but that's about it. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.